time for Ask a Man. Ask a Man on the bridge.
And Ask a Man is brought to you by Outsurance. You know they could save you money, so why not put them to the test? Anonza, welcome to the bridge. What's your dilemma?
Hello.
Hi, morning.
Morning, how are you?
We are good. We're all ears. Naked DJ is on standby, and his support task team too, Larry and myself, we're on standby. Talk to us.
Okay. You're speaking to James. I'm calling from Pretoria.
Okay. James, nice to meet you. What is your problem?
I'm having a very difficult issue in my relationship. I've been in a relationship with this girl for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We started dating 2014. We started dating 2014. And she used to be a good girl. So earlier this year, she moved in with me. She got a new job, and then we started things together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't know he has a boyfriend. I don't know, maybe they were dating before me. And I used to see a message from that guy, then I asked her, who is this? She said, just a friend. And then one day I found out they're in a relation. She used to go there and sleep, and then she used to come. Maybe we can spend like 3 months together. And then she just told me the other time she's traveling, and then she went there and spent the night there. I didn't know. So I found out later, and then I asked her to move out. When she moved out, she told me she's very sorry. She will never do that again. And then the boy blocked her. She used to show me the profile picture. The boy put the girlfriend in the profile picture. And then we started dating again. I tried to forgive her to make things work together. And after everything, I still found her with the same guy again. So
with another guy now, not the same guy, with the
same guy,
Oh, same guy, okay.
Yeah, with the same guy. And after everything, she decided. I started asking her, "What is going on? You need to tell me. You understand?" So she told me, "Okay, this guy we've been dating since 2013, and I like her, and I also like you, but now you just have to accept like I'm dating both of you. So I'm very confused. That. And then I asked her, okay, you need to make a choice. If you want to stay with this guy, you can go and stay with this guy. If you want to stay with me, you can stay with me." Apparently, she moved out. We were staying together. So apparently, she just moved out 2 months ago.
Moved out of where? Anonymous? Moved out of where?
From my place. No, she moved out from my place. We were staying together from January this year.
So you're saying apparently, so you were not away. You were not living with her at that time.
Yeah, all along we started staying together earlier January this year. So because she got a job.
Okay.
Yeah. So now she moved. After I found her slept with that guy, then I said, okay, let's fix things. You have to move out, so let's have some space and fix things. She said, okay, it's fine. And then she moved out.
Did you find them sleeping together?
Sorry?
Did you walk in on them sleeping together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now 2 weeks ago, she just started telling me she's very sorry for everything, but I have to accept, like, this guy has been there. It's not like she started telling me they never broke up in their relationship. Like, this guy has been there before me, but she loved me, and then she also loved this guy. And I said, no, it's not possible. You can't love two people at a time. You need to make a choice. If you really like this guy, you can go to that guy. If you want to be with me, you agree with me, then you have to stop talking to that guy, because you can't be dating someone for 4 years and telling me you don't love that person, you love me, this, that. So that's how everything is. Very stressful.
So, in a nutshell, you are stressed by the fact that the woman that you love, I would assume you love her.
Yeah.
You walked in on her sleeping with another man, and this man happens to be her ex-boyfriend. They keep going on and off, and so are you on and off with her, because you guys broke up and then you took her back, and she now has made a statement and said that you need to accept that she's dating the both of you, yourself and her ex-boyfriend, and you said you need to make a choice. This is where we are right now with your story. You want her to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't control her and her choice. How would you like Naked to help you? What would you like? Where are you with all of this?
right now I'm very confused. I don't know if it's gonna work out with me and her. I don't know, or if she wants to move to that guy. So I need to move on with my life.
Naked.
Okay. Remember, we all different. So if a person says, I love you guys the same, you can't then say to her, it's impossible. It's impossible for you because you can only love one person at a time. If she says she loves two people, she loves two people, and that's it. And if she says she wants to be with both of you, she wants to be with both of you. The only choice you have to make is, are you willing to be the other guy?
It's temp.
Yeah. Now that she said she wants both of you, has she said her expectations from you? As the other guy, what are you expected to do, knowing that there's also another guy in the relationship? Is he the main guy? Are you the side guy? How is it gonna play out?
Yeah, that's one thing. That's the thing I don't know, because we've been staying for like 8 to 9 months, right?
Yeah.
She goes to work, she come back. Me and myself, I go to work, I come back. We stay together. So once upon a time, she didn't sleep here. She told me she's traveling, and I later found out she went with that guy. That was once she didn't.
Okay, wait. We're not gonna dwell on the past. Remember, we are moving. The bus is moving. So we're not going to say there was a night where she slept wherever and a night she said she lied about this. First of all, you know she's a liar. Wait. Anonymous, wait. You know she's a liar, right?
Yeah,
you know she's a cheater.
Yeah.
And now she has set you down as a man and said, I have another man and I want both of you. So, as a man, what do you say? Because she's given you, yes, you know she's a liar. Yes, you know she's a cheater. She's done it before. Yeah. Now, she's saying she doesn't want to lie and do all those things again. Actually, she didn't even come and disclose first. You had to find things out on your own. Mm-hmm. Probably if you never did your investigations, you would have never found things out. Okay. Now, the past has happened. There's another guy in the picture since 2013, but you guys have been living together since the beginning of the year, blah, blah, blah. Now she's said, look, I love both of you. I want both of you. So as a man, what are you saying? Are you man enough to take up that task, or you will rather be man enough elsewhere? Because she's giving
that's why I
you.
need help, but
look.
Yeah, I don't like. No, I can't take that because it's very painful knowing like someone you love
is with someone else too.
Someone, no, man, no one can take that.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
But the beauty of it is you have a choice.
Yes,
and right now you are saying, for you as an individual, you can't be in love with somebody else, and that somebody else is with another man. Yeah. So she's given you a choice. That's it. But if you can actually stomach it and say, okay, listen, how is this thing going to work? Are you going to be at my house 3 times a week, at his house 4 times a week? Financially, how does it work out? Blah, blah, blah. How do we share this thing? You know what I mean? If you are the type of person that can actually handle that type of thing, you'll go back to her and say, look, I don't mind you having another man in your life, but this is how I'm going to be comfortable with it working out. The beauty of life is
most of the time she spent most of the time with me.
Okay, fine.
But I'm comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with knowing someone you love is in love with someone else or something.
There's your answer. She's given you a choice, and you are saying you are not comfortable with that. Therefore, you go back to her and say, look, what's happened has happened, because really there's nothing you can do about the past. She's lied to you, she's cheated, blah, 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 but it's the past. And now you know the truth. So you go back to her and say, I'm not comfortable with that. Thank goodness you said she's moved out of the house already. So she doesn't have to come back to the house. It's quarter to December. Metro FM Heatwave is Friday in Polokwane, Saturday in Bloom. You know, it's time to start your life afresh. If you want to start your life afresh. Okay. But then the one thing you can't do is now go back to that person that wants to lie and cheat on you and say she's in love with another man, and then now you want to try and change that. You can't. That's the type of person she is. You can't change it. Allow her to be what she wants to be. Because if she's with you in a monogamous relationship, she's not going to be happy. And I'm sure you don't want to keep anybody hostage in your house.
I told you, okay, let me try and have someone else. She said, no, I'm not going to be comfortable with that. I said,
wow.
She says she's not going to be comfortable with you having someone else while she has someone else.
James,
she told me she's not going to be comfortable with that.
No, she's greedy. No.
Yeah,
She's actually very selfish. She's actually very. It's like with partners. You know, when you're dating someone and you're someone else's side, and they say you can't have someone else, even though you are their side. She's just selfish, and she's really wasting your time.
James.
Anonymous. Yeah.
Anonza, well, I mean, he introduced himself as James, so we might as well go with his standard of setting the bar for today's Ask a Man. James, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
You're 26 years old.
Yeah.
Is this your first relationship as a 26-year-old man?
One.
I beg your pardon?
But it's the longest. It's not the first one, but it's the longest.
It's the longest.
A committed one, yeah.
Okay, this is the longest committed relationship you've been in. No?
Yeah.
You're under the age of 30. You still have a very long life ahead of you. Okay?
Okay.
My 2 cents worth is that you need to consider your happiness. You need to ask yourself questions that speak to your happiness. What are the things that make you happy? What is your standard and expectation in a relationship? This is a very simple scenario. Your woman says she wants to be with 2 men. You say that's not going to work for you. So if we make this a sum, the one is that she says she wants to be with 2 men, right? The subtraction is that you say it's not going to work for you. Equals, what would be the answer? 0. Is it not? If you have one thing that works and you subtract the one thing that works from what doesn't work for you, you're sitting with absolutely nothing. So this means that you are not going to have a relationship because you're not going to be happy. Exactly what Naked was saying. You're not going to be happy. She's not going to be happy. So there's going to be 0 foundation of happiness. What are the things that will give you a solid foundation for happiness for you? To be in a monogamous relationship, isn't it? So you would prefer to be committed to a woman who's committed to you and nobody else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that not your answer?
Yeah, that's my answer.
So what is your solution based on that being your answer? What do you think you have to do?
I have to let her go and then I have to start my life afresh.
It will hurt a little bit, but you will get over it.
Always does. Do you support her financially?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why also she's having a problem with you having a side.
She sounds like a selfish individual.
Sounds very selfish.
But also it's unfair to title her as selfish because she knows what she wants for herself and she is doing what works for her. So you need to now arrive at doing what works for you. Be selfish a little bit as well and put James first.
Because right now you're as Tembu and also Minister of Finance. It sounds like it.
But
it's not right.
Yeah, but your friends will tell you on the real though, she's used you long enough, and if it's so difficult for you to go cold turkey, just have your woman on the side, start that relationship, and you don't have to break up with this one. And also, while you can just carry on using her for a little bit,
guys,
and let her go slowly, my brother. Sometimes you need to get rid of those drugs. Slow release.
Yeah, slow release.
Stop mourning the relationship while you're in it.
Absolutely, women do that all the time.
Yeah.
We do that all the time. Yeah. And I think also while you guys are having a big foursome and a menage a trois, just consider the other people that the other people are sleeping with, and the fact that there's hospitals all around treating HIV cases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be a little bit sore, James. It's going to be a little bit sore because when love is lost, we our hearts break. But you know what? I think the gain is after the pain,
Yeah, he's gone.
James is
All
gone.
right, so you're going to be taking your calls? 089. I know, my heart.
Because he's like, isn't it just sad? Don't we just feel more sorry for good guys in terrible relationships than we do for good women in terrible
I
relationships?
feel like
It's
we always
terrible.
feel like we go through it all the time
All the
anyway.
time.
So our bodies or our emotions are kind of used to it, but it's something that you cannot get used to.
Yeah, listen, heartbreak is painful, whether
Yeah.
it's directed at women
Or
or
at
men
men.
as
Absolutely.
well. But, you know, it's painful, but James, it's time for a new beginning, new everything.
It is, new season,
new
right?
new everything.
We're going to take your calls on 089-110-3377. The number again for the Peanut Gallery in the back, 089-110-3377. We've got Vusi on standby. Vusi, welcome to the bridge. What do you have to say to Anonymous? Well, James, in this case.
You know, the problem with James is one. I think he's afraid of chasing another life. I think what he has to do is just to leave that lady and she can just move on with the other guy. Remember, umuntu makeza kuwatshela ukuthi yena ungithanda nonke. Unithanda manenzani nonke.
True.
Well, there we go. Eddie Mash in Midrand. Eddie Mash, how you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, let's hear your 2 cents for Anonymous.
First of all, you know, I think you're the best presenter ever, so keep it up.
Oh, wow. Thanks. That's like
really
a
do,
heat
and I
wave
think
moment.
you guys make a great team, really.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm not going to be long. I just want us to look at James's / Anonymous's point of view. What is he getting out of the relationship? I don't think that's something that we have looked into. I do believe that both of your questions and the lady in the studio were a bit leading, I would say, as far as, are you paying anything for her, or, are you supporting, her financially? Those are leading questions, where one finds that, they don't have any options but to say yes, 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 yes. So I do believe, #bring James back on the line and find out what is he benefiting as a man, as a soul, from this relationship, while he is unable to let it go. That's something I would really like to find out.
I think, my brother, the reason why we ask those questions is we'll always even ask the female presenters, do you have a child with this man? Are you paying anything? Blah, blah, blah. Therefore, if there are no responsibilities, why are you still there?
Yeah.
When you don't have responsibilities, it's quicker to detach. Hence, the ladies asked that question. It was not misleading or leading, as you say, but it was just to find out,
what are the dynamics?
What are the
of the
dynamics or
relationship,
attachments? So if there are absolutely no attachments, he does not have to be there emotionally as well.
But also, Eddie, you're saying something that's very relevant. I think, sometimes we forget that we are more than just human beings. We tend to be spirit beings as well. What is his soul benefiting from this? If it eats away at your soul, and unfortunately we can't bring James back on the line, but I mean, if James is listening at this juncture, he should be contemplating these things and processing them. What are you benefiting beyond just the concept of having a girlfriend? What is she bringing to the table? Is this a scenario that you can take home and present to your family to say, I want to marry into this? Does this speak to your value system, your culture, your ethics?
Yeah, but for me, first and foremost, if you're in a relationship, the first benefit you should be feeling is your heart should be happy.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
So if,
true.
James, if that's not what he's feeling, and if he's feeling hurt all the time, then it's not a relationship.
Yeah.
It's emotionally draining him. Then he doesn't have to be there,
Wow.
I think also when we take a look at Twitter, I'm not sure, Larry, if you want to read a few tweets,
Yeah.
but they're quite across the board. The same
no,
sentiment.
absolutely. I've got a tweet here from Amanda Hlatla saying, y'all are right, it's damn selfish, that's just what it is. And then Patricia Maloba says, an answer, sometimes people will have you build their future. Mola also part of it. I was in a similar situation, but now it's over, and I'm going through counseling because there's a child involved. And I believe in this regard, there is no child involved. Elton Shona says, being your longest relationship doesn't mean you have to stay with them. If they are not loyal, you can't be with them. Tswada.
So Ask a Man was brought to you by Outsurance. SMS out to 40019 and start saving on your car and home insurance today. And if you're going through a similar situation and you need to let yourself loose and cut ties, There's many people in Polokwane that you could start relationships with, and we are on our way to following suit. We're on our way to Polokwane this Friday for the heat wave. There's so many people there.
Is heat wave like a hookup place? Like, are we all going to find
It should be. It should be. At this juncture, it should be.
So we are finding, well, except naked. Okay. Well, do you know?
Well, I will be
actually,
assisting.
No, I'm off the market, baby.
Actually,
you're the only single one on the group now. I'm off the market. I'm spoken for. Can I tell you I have a man? Thank you. Shantae's got a man at home. Stella got a move back. Thank you very much.
Why am I always the single one?
You're
Even
the
when I
only
have a
one.
man.
You're the only one. Do you have a man?
Wow.
Do you have a man now? Are you declaring that you're taken off the market?
I can't believe Dineo has been telling people to detach for the last 30 minutes while she is attaching the D on this side.
Wow.